one of the goals being, Vivian's trying to record me. One of the goals being to make the most diverse teams possible. And we are the #1 most diverse technology firm in the world, which is pretty amazing to say. Don't ask me how they come up with that, but we have now 3,000 employees in 29 offices in 26 countries all around the world. And we solve very large problems. We're not just a shop that's making websites. Large problems like the country of Uganda right now needs a new medical records platform. So Uganda being, like having zero infrastructure, like roads and stuff, and different doctors in different parts of the country, and also having 72 dialects, and a lot of population can't even afford to buy technology. Like, these are the problems that we're trying to solve, like building a platform to address all of these things. So it's large problems like that for governments and larger corporations, financial institutions, travel industry people. We're seeing a lot of growth in our retail vertical right now. So Ralph Lauren's 12 brands are in the midst of an overhaul, digital overhaul. So we're helping them, and that's actually a project where we've got many data scientists on it. If anybody's curious, I can kind of go with that.
You're broken my new camera.
So I don't know. Welcome to the space. Those are some of the projects that we work on. We love our employees. We're always hiring. Right now, the East Coast market is the market that we're seeing the most growth in. So our New York and Atlanta offices are booming. Yeah, I think that that's it. Wi-Fi password, we've got that covered. The bathrooms are through the kitchen, behind the big red curved wall. And we're also installing an art exhibition right now currently. The majority of it was installed yesterday, but then we're hanging some more pieces on Wednesday, and it will open on Friday if you guys want to come back on Friday for the art opening. This is a show that kind of commemorates the legacy of Aaron Swartz. Does everybody know Aaron Swartz, who Aaron was? No. He was a very good-hearted kind of tech activist who was pursued pretty hard by the U.S. government last year and ended up killing himself in Brooklyn. He was actually one of our employees, and this room is named the Aaron Swartz Memorial Gallery. So we try to have very meaningful art exhibitions in our office that people can kind of like think about for a while. So this is one that's currently being installed, but if you want to come back for the party on Friday, you're more than welcome. Hit me up for the time and all that stuff. And let me know if you have any other questions about kind of stuff that we do. I know that I could barely only scratch the surface on kind of the projects that we work on, but welcome. Yeah, have fun tonight.
Guys, please thank him. He has to stay here for us.
Well, actually, and another group that we're hosting is 4.0 Schools, right on the other side of this glass wall. They're the matchmaker between technologists and school teachers that want great ed tech products to bring to their children. Yeah.
How do we reach you?
I can get you my card. Yeah. But we have we give the space for free to aligned community groups like NYC Open Data, because you guys are just making good things out of data. So, and then 4.0 Schools, which is a really good organization. But every single night we have different groups here after our thought workers leave, after our developers leave, we just like to help people grow their ideas. So yeah, I'll get you my card. I'll also write my handle over here on the glass, just in case anybody wants to reach out digitally. Cool.
Guys,
It was on the table out there.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Right? I know. Speak.
Okay. Guys, thank you for coming. I have your name here, so I want to know who's here. Alejandro Z from our user group. Amy. Andrew M. Benjamin. Daniel. Feller. Daniel. Yvonne. Hanchin. Heather. Henry. Jake.
Can we have the last name also?
I
Is
think.
that the only Henry on the list?
Yes, I have it. Jake. J-A-Y. Justin. Lillian. Marnish. Maribel. Mike. Mohammed. Knitting. Present. Prashnat. Richard. Stephen. Stephen. Sunny. Todd. Todd. Victor. No, you. Yeah, Yelling. Harrison.
I'm here.
Joe. Jonah. Jonah. Case. Keith. Lori. You're Lori?
Lauren.
Oh, Lauren. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Luis. Ryan. Mandy. Mario. Like Super Mario. Mark. Michael. Richard. Richardson. Oh, I think I have two Richard. Ruzy? Ruzy.
Yes.
R-U-Z-E. Sonay. C-O-N-A-Y. Stefano. S-T. You're Stefano? Sorry, I'm terrible with those names. Stephanie. W-A-E-L. How should I say it? W-A-E-L. No, cool. Thank you. Thank you for coming. So, this is the password and username. How many of you this is your first meetup? Wow, seriously? You look familiar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It might be my drink bar.
Yeah. So, I'm organizer for 3 meetups. First one is the main meetup called NYC Open Data. We host events very often. This is the 16th R workshop, and like if we repeat the same meetup, we still count like the first one. Like the R basic is the first one. I repeated 4 or 5 times already because we have a long sign up list, and this is our 16th shiny package. Turn analysis into web application. I try to make everything in Meetup reusable, so I'm recording my screen. You can take a look if you miss something later. Or I always provide you with the slide. If you click on the event, you can find the link at the very bottom of the comment section. Yes. Most of my event always like post the resources in the comment, and I we also have a website called NYCOpenData.com. I try to archive all the videos, slides there. Like MongoDB, you can find the video there and the steps how you should install the package and do the exercises.
So also we call the voice.
Yes, we do. We do. We usually do screen recording, but sometimes if you record for too long, the software will hang up, so we can only have half of it. And today is my first day to record myself. I just got a recorder.
Oh, okay.
So just like make sure I always have some recording, either on screen or like both screen and myself.
Yes, the voice is there helps.
Yes, yes, because I want to make it reusable.
Yeah.
You can always build it back. Since you are interested in R, I previously did a mixed effect analysis in R and carrot package, how you can do classification and regression by R. So you can check them out. Also, like the very bottom 2 event was about how can you replicate the work New Yorker magazine have done using income data along the subway station. First session is how you can do it in D3.js. The second session was taught by a professor from Dartmouth and how you can do location data query. So if you have some specialty, I welcome you to teach with me. That's how this group grows so fast. And if you have like free conference room we can use, that would be great. Because it's very easy to run out of space when we run the event on every Monday and Thursday. Any questions before we start? Can I pick like 3 or 4 of you? Tell me why you want to learn Shiny. Do you know anything about Shiny? Like any of you have done any Shiny before?
Well, I tried it last week.
Yes, that was your graduation ceremony. Harrison took my R beginner class during the weekend, and last Thursday was their student demo day, and he did Facebook analysis. And people has been asking me for a code all week long.
Have you sent it to them?
I haven't got a chance to post the event post. I will do it as soon as possible.
Okay.
Who else? Sunny?
Sorry, what's your question again?
Why do you want to learn Shiny?
Oh, I only see the word web. Anything related to the web should be good.
Okay, so let me give you an option. Should we do some demo, like what other people have done with Shiny, or we should just jump into the course?
Maybe a small demo.
Yep.
Small demo, okay. This is my firm's website. Oh, sorry, let me start the join me so you can share my screen. It's really hard to read code from far away, especially in the back of the room. Okay, it's up. So if you go to the link called join.me/NYC-open-data, you can see my screen. Mandy? Luis? Who is NYC Open Data? Whose name is NYC Open Data? Anyone? Not in the room? If you're not in the room, I'm not taking you. Laurie?
Is that mine?
Yeah.
Okay. so
What's
this
the
again.
link?
Here? Join.me.
It's not Vivian.
Harrison, that was you?
Sorry. Been a long day.
What's the code to enter?
You don't need code, you just need to type your name and knock. It's like you're visiting my house.
Online?
That's why I charge like $5 membership due to cover the software and the stuff. You can get better service. All good?
So the password is unlocked.
Oh, you shouldn't ask you for any password. Refresh the page. Okay, so demo.
So I have never done it before. How to do it?
Then on the forms.
Depends.
If you didn't bring your laptop, your phone can also access this link too. They also have Join Me application. So this is the application made by Shiny. It's made by Yihui and one of our intern, Nan Xiao. And there is a link you can click on the second line of the web blog post. So basically what it does is you upload a picture and you choose how many dimensions you want to reduce this picture to. Like this is the original image. After you set the dimension to K, you can only roughly see the color. If you bring this, increase the K to 5 to 10, the pictures start to look clear what's there. So it's a Shiny app for image compression, how much you should compress your image. Is that a cool thing you want to do? You can generate the output on the fly. Okay, so another one. This one is called Olympic Medal Tracker. It was linked to the news website, so it get updated very quickly once they post news score. And you can both see chart and the table. This is a New York Times post. You can choose the sliding bar to generate the charts. These days you can do this visualization without D3GS. Just use R, Shiny, and R charts. This is housing's rise and falls in 20 cities. So Shiny, if you don't know any HTML, Java, or CSS, you can still do web application. As long as you know this is the sliding bar and the main area is the plot output. Shiny will handle the details for you. Another post called 512 Paths to White House. I used to think it's made by Shiny, but today I take a close look. It's made by R-Charts and Slidify. I will do Slidify events very soon, so I actually tried this out, how to make it. So the guy made this in R, actually took their style sheet, the CSS from New York Times, and add the data. So the main part is, I think the main format is written in CSS. this blog called Timely Portfolio, he shared a lot of good demo using Knitter and RShiny. Like this one, he can make D3.js from D3.js to PDF file. So if you are in finance, you need to generate a lot of PDF, you can host your Shiny application. And by one click to plug in different parameters to generate your PDF file. So search for Timely Portfolio and PDF, you will find the post. Also, he also did another app called he actually posted 2 videos about how can you make their visualization of path to White House. You can check it out. How many of you have heard Mike Bostock? Mike Bostock. You know that. You know him, right? What does he do?
He wrote a book about D3, didn't he?
He made this ring.
Oh, I mean, that's in the...
And he works for New York Times. So you might come across his name very often. And so you can use Shiny to make some calendar look live application. First pick index. You can see the output right away. This is Yahoo Finance data. Anyone want to do similar things like this? Okay. Can you see the drawing me fine?
Yeah.
Another example is dialect survey map across the country. How do you say umbrella? So in the small corner, you can see people say it differently and how they distribute across the map. You can turn this map into clickable or choose them by city. You can choose insurance. Once you finish your selection, the plot will be updated automatically. So our studio is giving 2 free servers. One called Spark. That's why you can see the beginning of the link is sparkrstudio.com. Another server is called glimmer.rstudio.com. This one is how you can draw a Christmas tree by R. You can see how old is the tree. 2 years old. 6 years old. 8 years old. And you can see your age. Make it Christmas. And I'm drunk. I'm a mathematician. Did you see it different? The tree turned to lines. And global warming is a myth. Cool. Okay, what else? I think that's it. I only prepared this much of demo, but if you want to like search for more examples, you can go to our bloggers, and go to the search bar here, search and enter, do Shiny. You can find 289 research results for Shiny. Most of them are very, very good. Cool. Awesome. So, yes, let's get started. Let's go to tonight's slides link. It's nycdatascience.com Shiny intro index HTML page. So I just showed you a field demo. So what Shiny do is you can embed your dataset, and from user interface, you can select the sliding bar, the checkbox, you can type number, you can upload the file, download a file to make it very interactive for your user. And usually Shiny app takes two files. One is called ur.r, the other is called server.r. Use two files, you will be able to generate your own web application. So main functions, I will cover the functions in a few slides. Advanced feature, all of them look advanced. And you can share your app with others by hosting your own Linux server or host it on our studio server. Just write to them, like search for Shiny server. There is a sign up link. You can say, I want an account on Spark or Deliver. So I hope at the end of tonight's event, you will be able to do a case study. You can upload a file and do a linear regression and output the result on the web page. That's the goal. Okay. So it's kind of cheesy to see those things. Like art is great, art is super awesome. But that's the truth. Also, once you start to host your result on web, it's much easier to access for a user. Like, you want to tell your boss, this year we're getting 20% more sales. Do this on the web, and he can project that, and it's a better chance to get a bonus. So it's called effective communication. Shiny came out in November 2012. In the past, there are a few other app packages help you to host application online, like R, Apache, RServe, RNuke. But none of them like create big impact in our community until Shiny comes out. Shiny give you a lot of widget, like the sliding bar is widget, the plotting output is widget. If you don't know any HTML, CSS, JavaScript, that's fine. But if you know that, you can make your interface better. I'm starting an online class to teach you how to customize it. And also, Shiny allow you to make bootstrap element easily on your application. Like bootstrap, you can say what type of sim it is, like different color panel. You can connect the effects with your Shiny apps. Do you know anything about about reactive programming? What does that mean?
React.
Yeah, reactive. What?
If you change data, then we change.
That's right. And what's the best example?
Learn what you do,
Okay. That's right. It's just like using Excel. You type A equal to 5, cell B is A times 2. Every time you change A, the other cell will change. Shiny is the same way. Okay. If you have your laptop, please follow me. First, open your R and install the package called Shiny. You can either type the command called install.packages shiny or go to RStudio and click on the packages tab and click on install packages and type shiny there. When you're done, raise your hand so I know I can move along. Good, you guys are good students. You must have done this before. Okay, so let's run an example. Do run example, double quote, 01 underscore hello. Oops. Yeah, sure. It's on the slide number 7. After you install the Shiny, you should load this by running the command called library Shiny. You can either run this on command line or click on package and search for Shiny. And make sure there is a little check in front of Shiny.
So, library was next.
Shiny, library Shiny.
Yes, after that.
Run example,
Wrong example.
yes.
Which is
Did you have the slides? This is the command. Do you have the slides or join me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Cool. The browser should bring up a page like this. Did you all get this running? Cool.
Not the graph.
What?
We got the graph.
Say again?
We're trying to get the graph. We just the graph.
Yes, you should get this.
I only see the bar, the slider, but not the histogram.
Do you have this one?
Yeah,
I only have that part.
It won't work.
Browser, I think
Okay.
browser problem.
Guys, let me show you how to do this.
Yes.
Do you all have RStudio?
One example produces something else.
So yeah.
Really?
All browsers.
Yes.
I do.
So if you just
Oh.
Can you restart it on? Looks like it's competing for the connection.
Let's do it again.
Actually started
Can I see a warning?
20 years ago.
Okay, guys, please check your R version. You can check from the tools. I expect you to use 3.0.1. The R version. I'm not sure why you guys didn't see the pop, but I can take a look after this.
Which browser do you use?
I use Chrome.
Yes.
It's the browser.
It's a browser problem. Try Chrome instead of IE or Firefox. But I'm pretty sure Firefox works.
I use Firefox.
So by only Chrome.
I tried this on Firefox, Chrome, and Safari before. Works for me. Not sure why. Okay. So, what did we find? First, there are 3 sections. The top is the header panel. Left side is called sidebar panel. That's your input. That's the user. User can do any action in this section. The main panel takes inputs from the sidebar panel and passes to here. So this example is like I'm joining how many examples to show the histogram of normal distribution. The more you draw, the more it's close to a bell shape. So we can try it out. So what problem with this one? It's very computation expensive. The computation cost is very expensive because every time you do something, it's posted to the server and post back to you. So later I will show you. You can have an option like submit button. You can like tell the server I am asking you to refresh and send the response back.
Our example seems multimodal.
Multimodal.
Both first.
Oh, you got a little kitty plot. That's good.
Maybe just the animation.
Huh. You are using R3.3 in my effect because you're using different shiny version. Good for you. It's like you get an egg with 2 young.
More data.
Cool. So let's go over there are 2 files. One is user .r, one is server R. So let's go over the details of the file. First, you call the library. You load the library into a membrane. Next, you're using a main function called shiny UI. And another function nested inside of shiny UI called page with sidebar. And inside of sidebar, you can see header panel, sidebar panel, and the main panel. And you can map up the name, the word you type there. Hello shiny, observation, number of observation, minimum, maximum value, and output a display plot. Everyone understand what's going on here?
Looks like Java.
Like Java. Wow, never heard this type of comment before. Cool. So you should be able to like change the minimum maximum easily, right? And you can change the name hello shiny to hello Richard, hello Mandy. Easily, right? You can change the name of the histogram. just pay attention here. You are using a function called slider input. That's how you get a sliding bar. Later, you will use other different functions like checkbox, radio button. Okay, let's take a look at the server function. First, Shiny server is the big wrapper, and you have a function called input output. And this is explanation. It's about reactive. And you get to define a output. I'm not sure it's a list or data frame, but it's an object. And it has an element called this plot, we just defined in the UI file. And you're saying, I want to render a plot. And it will be normal distribution plot. You get OBS, the observation from the sliding bar, and it's a number, like 300. And you generate a random, you generate 500 random numbers from the rnorm function. Do you all know what rnorm do? So R means I'm generating a random number. Norm means I'm generating from normal distribution. So you can see other function like R uniform. So it will be RUNIF. So it's two parts. Generate random number and from which distribution. They combine together is a randomization function. Make sense now? And you draw the histogram using the random number you just got. So you can change the distribution very easily, right? So this is a visualization of how it works. First, you input something. It can be a mixture of sliding bar, checkbox, upload file. It will post to a server. After the server finishes your request, it posts back to your interface. And in more detail, you pass them by variables. From user R, you get the input $OBS observation. You post to server, and the render plot function will take their input and post back the output this distance plot. You can go like 2 slides back and check them out where exactly the variables are defined in the file. This is input OBS. This is the render plot. And you are posting the result back to the function called output this distance plot. The result will return to the UI file. Questions?
What can you modify your UI? Well, just like
How to define the file?
well, yeah.
How
like,
to find the file?
Like, can we find them from the easiest example?
Yes. So if you search for RShiny, RStudio tutorial, you will get to the first link or the second link. Click on the tutorial. It's the tab here. You can like walk through this file step by step. There is a previous and next. So we are at the second page. can copy paste the UI file into your own folder. Like here, I make a folder called Meetup folder. Make a folder here, and copy paste the server.r and UI.r here. Underneath your Shiny demo folder. Go to RStudio Shiny tutorial page and click on the Hello Shiny and copy the UI.r and the server.r file. Make two .r file in your own folder. Make a subfolder please, because when you run the application from .r file, you need a folder name. Copy the whole UI.r file, save into your own R folder. Did you put them in the same folder? Make sure they are in the same folder. Then find the folder R folder. Click on files. Good. So I saw some of you already saved the file into a folder, and you can go to one layer up. Like I put the files in the Shiny _meetup, and I'm setting this folder as my working directory. You can click on more. First, click on the File tab here. Click on More, and choose the third option, Set as Working Directory. And you can run a function called run app, and put your file name there, folder name. Bye-bye, it's up.
Where is the working directory?
So click on Files tab first,
Oh, okay, sure.
then click on More, choose the third one, Set as Working Directory. Go to Shiny, go to Tutorial on their webpage, click on Hello Shiny, you will get two files in the bottom of the page.
It's server.r and
Make some directory.
It was so fast. So fast, she felt like you have to get up once and
You need to name them exactly as UI.r and the server.
but now I should yeah, she was easy. And you don't have to be careful because you have his.
Guys, you're supposed to make one folder, and the folder name shouldn't be server.r or UI.r. It should be like Shiny demo or exercise 1.
So any name is okay.
Any name is okay, as long as the two R file is called server.r.
Are those special names?
I have them.
Yes, okay.
So why is it not?
it's wrong app.
Run.
It's yes. Let me type it here. Wrong app and the folder name.
But actually,
Yeah.
How did you have get your first shiny app running?
All you have to do is go virtual
Oh, can I see it?
once in your life.
I'm pretty sure the file is wrong because it's telling you the file is wrong. So click on this one. So you have first click on this one. The file is wrong. So here is your editor. Change your file. Please help. Get everyone up to speed. No, it doesn't.
Oh,
It
yeah.
doesn't work. I'm asking you to go to the file folder.
This is our studio.
Right.
So,
And go one
yeah,
step
okay,
up.
this is
Your apps.
once you finish one,
She's looking great.
Can I see it? No, I can get it. Sorry. Guys, can you put laptop in the middle so she can see it too? So you should go to like one folder up. So you have it here. And you said
this part I don't understand. When I run it, it goes to a
and
different
the one you want this apps.
Yeah, because it's dynamic. Many when we use it, we have an insert. So it's not changing the type of such as or like
Oh, this one doesn't work because it's double dash, and you should.
But that's
set
only for stepping in.
one shiny pickup and only have the
Otherwise, there's just
don't
Oh, so if it
Yeah.
put double slash.
this one.
Yeah, but this one is,
This
I mean,
one
it's
is
like,
right.
you
You
know,
only do
it's
a
here.
backslash, you only have one.
But maybe you have to change it.
But shiny would be for the
Let's say, okay, so wait, if this is
But
running,
yeah, imagine you cross
Can you copy it to the
right, but if it runs, if it's running, I hit escape. Come back. Balance system, right?
Do you have Firefox?
Yeah, Firefox, same Firefox. No, what is not Firefox? So what is that Firefox?
IE out is outdated.
Oh, what is save? I think beginner question. Yes.
So yeah, you
Yeah,
have to say
that's data.
you
So
try
that's,
the app on the server of the app.
yeah, that's UI. So it is UI. In one folder.
So did you create a folder first?
Yeah. Go up. Yeah, you have to,
Like,
you should create a folder for that. UI.r? No, we cannot name it UI.r.
Oh, I cannot.
That's the file name.
Okay.
you just create meetup.
Yeah.
What name you folder?
Example. In GitHub. Let's more complex example, it's still the same. Yes.
Just change the size so that you see all the variables.
And then the next one is survey.
So you still choose
And this have access to the same variable.
I mean, right now we're activating interface, and you tell him that you want this, I mean, you tell him.
Well, isn't that?
Did she say like spot server?
Yeah. So
Are you fine?
Yeah.
So you save that?
Yes. So now you can run. But hit escape first before you type escape. Yes.
And first, did you send her to lock the digital?
I didn't type it. I think it's but not the file name, the folder. And view. And it just picks up those two in
Because I haven't utilized it.
Yes. Why it doesn't show up?
I think this is actually really?
Yeah.
I think I have the older section.
Let me check the code itself.
Because
There's
earlier,
characters.
Okay.
because earlier, if I copy this and go to
Guys, how many of you get the first
Yeah.
one? The wrong apps.
Right, so check the file. The UI document.
Cool, let's move on to next one. So, so this page, you just search. If you follow them step by step, you can run all the examples they have. Like example 1 to 9, pick up different part. The first part is about plotting. The second part you can do text, do input, output, and debug. Each topic have a special focus. Forget laptop. That's you, I know. Okay. So let's move on. I was trying to mention the same thing like with Excel. One cell change, another corresponding cell will get updated directly. Next, let's run example 0 to text. First, use ESC key on your laptop to quit previous sessions. Then you should be able to see the shining text. So, run example. So, run example is a function inside of Shiny. You are calling the .r files in package. When you run apps function, you are using your local files. So they're different.
Slide 18.
So first, to ask it twice. Make sure you exit previous session.
And to go to
Next, which package?
0 to text. TEXT.
then this
It's already So drawing example is using the package file. based on your selection. You can choose different data set. Choose how many observations you want to see on the web page. So when you run the function called run example, all the file is already in your package. It comes with Shiny. When you run app, it's your own files. That's the difference. And let's take a look of the source code of this one. Go to the Shiny tutorial file, the page. It's the third tab called Shiny text. And you can see the detail of the UI. So it's the same thing. First, we have Shiny UI function, page with slider bar, header panel, sidebar panel. Right now you have two more functions. One is called select input. The second is numeric input. That's why you can choose numbers and choose drop down. In the main panel, you are using different text output with a style. So you actually can have style in your text words. The second function you haven't seen is called table output. So you're showing how much data you want to display there. Any question?
So the view is taken from the server variable?
No, actually, if you take a look at the Shiny text, it's a default parameter passing to the table. It's saying show me the table. So everything inside is the parameter. If you do table output, first copy paste this function because R is case sensitive. If you type output lowercase, you can't find the help function page. Copy the function name, click escape key twice to get out of the current session. Do question mark, table output. You will be able to see the definition of the function. So the view is output ID.
So is the string view a built-in ID or is that defined in the server?
It's like OBS. When you quote OBS, it becomes an ID.
Can you put any name, like view 1, view 2, and you just leave it like that?
As long as they are corresponding to each other. You notice once you exit the session, it becomes gray. It's not active anymore. Okay, let's turn this off. Keep. Yeah, sure.
If you were, this is a 10 lines of data, obviously it's extremely fast, so we can do as many calculations as we want to, but say if you want to do a million records, like,
By Shiny,
yeah, does it work? Or
you need to buy Shiny Pro because Shiny, you can host Shiny on Amazon Cloud. You can define how much memory, how fast, how many people can concurrently access this application. You can do that. Okay, let's keep reading the server.r. Because this dataset comes from a library called datasets, that's why we first load this library. If you don't have this library and you download the UI and server.r file in your local folder, it won't work. make sure you install and download this folder. If you are doing the same thing, like we do the example 1. So the same, we have Shiny server. First line is always like function input output. You have dataset input. Define them as reactive type. And rock, pressure, cards are the drop-down menu. And they are related to the dataset called rock, pressure, and cards in datasets. So if you type rock in your command line, everyone try to do that. If you don't see it come up, you should install the package called dataset. Datasets.
Data set. So run and run.
Run rock.
Run.
Do you all have rock?
Oh, run. Oh.
And the pressure and cards.
Is this like a file that has all?
It's a dataset already come up with library called datasets.
Oh.
So each library, they will give you some sample dataset to get started from. Can you see pressure? Yes. So if we change the rock into rockstar, what shall we see on this example? If I change the first rock, the one in the quotation mark, into rockstar, what will change in the application? What? Yes, that would be rockstar. If you change the second rock into rockstar, what will happen? Yeah, undefined dataset. If you click on the first option, it won't show up. So you see the difference? Cool. So next, let's take a look at the summary part. You use output $ summary. It's the new object you're making. You have another one called object view. First render print, second render table. You're doing a summary statistic over different dataset. This dataset will be the one you choose from here. And in the render table function, you wrap a function called head. Head function gives you the first default. If you don't put any number there, you do head cards, you only get 6 lines of card. So go back to your RStudio and do escape twice, get out of the head cards. You only see first 6 lines. But if you do cards, comma 10, you will see the first 10 lines of the code, or 10 lines of the dataset.
So hash is just a function to view fossil.
The first few line of
The first few lines of
yes.
of the data set.
Yes. So if I bring this example up again, you can see if I keep shortening the list, increase the list, it comes with the number. That's how it works. And that's how you plug in your dataset. You can check it out by doing summary cards in your RStudio as summary cards. The printout is the same thing like you get from the web application page. This section, this is your summary output. This is the table output. Does this make sense to you? Okay. So right now it's like you are in the process to grab all the tools you want. In the end, you should make something. Next, let's run an exam called rig activity. Okay. Right now we can change the title of data summary to 2 or the date, March 2014. You have the choice to make the title on the fly. The rest part is the same, like example 2. Let's take a look what's different in the UI and server file. Is someone sending a request? Repeat? Who is repeat? Okay. So application title, sidebar, main panel, always 3 sections. What changed here is we have one more function called text input. This is the variable called caption. This is the actual printout. You're changing data summary here. It will paste back to the caption. Sorry.
Captions is a variable.
Yes, it's like OBS. OBS will post, the 10 will post to OBS. This is their like hints, some explanation.
So caption become data summary.
The first one, you can take a look by copy the function name. Do a question mark. The first one is the input ID. It's the variable name.
Okay.
The second one is label. Third one is value.
I see.
If you put 10 there, that would be your default value. If you don't put anything there, it's empty. And how does the server file change? You have one more section here called output $, caption, render text for me. And the input ID is caption. Good? Can we move on? Okay. We're a little bit slow today, so let's grab the upload file then. Click on the uploading files. Run the example 09 upload. What did you find? You can upload file. Let me choose one. I have one here. It's displayed here. Nice. And you can also download file. If you need help, raise your hand. Go to, yes. No, because we're running here. Go to upload page and yes, go down. Go to the upload file page and grab the run example function. It's run example scroll down to the page.
Yes, those are. Awesome.
Working? Do you like shiny work at this moment? Okay. Our studio people will be very happy to hear that. Okay. So let's see. In order to help you make tonight's requirement, what else do we need? We need a regression example. Okay, so I think you have all the tools already. Because when we do the summary cards, you're printing the result. Right now, the exercise I want you to do is to do a summary of the linear regression. Do you know how to make linear regression? LM? So you already know how to upload the file. Try to grab the UI.R and the server.R file from the uploading files page. Let's go over this before you jump into the exercises. Make it bigger. Okay. 3 sections. Here, here, here. So what happened in the sidebar panel? We have the input ID called file1. The label is choose CSV file. We are accepting a file, either TXT or CSV. And we have the options like comma separate or plain.csv. So this part you can just grab it when you do the exercises. Checkbox, radio button. This part you don't need to use it. It's like how you format your CSV, whether tab separate or other separator. So you only need to grab this part. How about the server file? That's your in file equal to input $file1. File1 is the first element in your function call. You're saying if the file is empty, return nothing. If you have the file, you run the function called read CSV based on the path, header, separator, quotation mark. So when you do the exercises, you don't need the header part, separator part, quotation mark, because you can set default as you have header, you have separator as comma, and you have quotation mark. So starting from those 2 files, you can run an app called Exercises Tonight. You should have exactly the example 9 and change the output into linear regression summary or just a summary. So this one is printing the table for you. I want you to do a summary LM over 2 variables. Like I have variable age, ID, it doesn't make sense. But if you have more better data set, like you want to do regression between age, education to predict income level, you can make like 4-line code, 4-line data set, do a regression, print out the summary. Do you feel confident enough to do that?
You want us to do without data or with any data?
With any data. So you can make a data set like REG, regression data set, equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 to 20. Change the regression data set into an array. Dimension 4 to 5. Right now I'm making my dummy data set. I put 1 to 20 into a 4 times 5 matrix. So you can do similar thing. Define the data set as rec underscore data. Do array, 1 column, 20. Define the dimension as 2 times 4. Did you get the data set? Yes. Cool. Oh, actually we can use cards or movies. We don't need to make the dummy data set. Let's see, cards. Okay, actually it's easier, but we only have one speed, so that will be 1x, 1y. Let's see whether we can do this. Cards, speed, cards, speed, distance, cards. You get the regression. If you want summary statistic of the model, you can just wrap a summary. Do a summary first, copy paste the linear regression part inside of summary. And you can get more information about this linear regression model.
Also, it's a summary. I just created a line after the contents. Yeah. Find out.
Okay, that's your goal. You need to print this summary of statistics into the web page. You have all
Oh,
tools you need.
That was just create data.
Anyone have any clue how to do this? Walk me through the process.
Choose CSV file. Right. Exactly. I was trying to see like one CSV file.
You literally want this to do.
Come on, it's your turn. Tell me how you should approach this problem.
Cards, data.
How can we can save the cards into a local TXT file and pretend we upload this to the web page and print out the summary statistic.
Yeah. So cards.
Do you know how to save it into file?
You write CSV, right?
to write the cards from existing dataset to your file is write.csv cards and the file cards.csv. Make sure you are saving to the folder you want. Cards. Okay, I have the cards file here. That's the command. Can you see it? That's why we have drawing me, guys. Okay, next step, let's grab the example 9's code. Guys, you should ahead of me now. So let's go to the example 9's page. It's under RStudio webpage. Click on Shiny, click on tutorial, and pick the one as uploading files. Scroll down. Copy paste the ur.r, server.r, just like you did for example 1. Make sure put them into different file folder. I can say Shiny Meetup exercises. Shiny Meetup exercises. And save my new UI server file here. I saw many of you only open the console, but if you want to bring the editor window up, you can click on the little plus sign and open our script file. This is my Shiny exercises. This is the UI.r file. Cool. Let's grab the server.r file too. Okay, then we can go to app folder, one layer up, go to, like here, I have Shiny Meetup exercise folder underneath of my rcoder folder. I'm going to rcoder folder, set this as my working directory, and do run app, Shiny Meetup exercises. They come up. So I have the nice example running. And I can choose cards I just made and bring it up here. Now we have half of the task complete. Tell me how can I bring the summary statistic on the web page?
So if we go into the server page,
Okay. Where should I change it?
make the read.csv a variable in front of that.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. I can assign this to file.
Sure.
File. Exercise file. Cool.
Then underneath it, put your summary and then your LM instead of cars using that variable.
I see. Copy this part.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do I need to do? Do do I need to wrap a function out of the summary? Let's try it. Let's see whether the app changed. Good job. Yes. Awesome. Did you know NR?
A little bit. Not a lot.
Good. Do you want to do some plotting here?
You want what?
Plotting. What's the relationship between speed and distance? Bring the plots. How can we bring the plot to the web page? Did you notice?
Plot, if we just use plot and that, whatever that variable is.
Did you notice when we print out the summary, it's a table? It's a table output. What if we want like the detail? So if we do summary linear regression here, we have a lot of detail about the regression. How can we print the detail instead of the table? If you just put plot and summary there, none of them will show up. So let's take a look of the other print. Find the close example and use it. Did you see anything close to the summary we want? Does this look close enough? The shiny text one? This part. Let's take a look. How do we print out the summary here? So in the interface file, we have a main panel. We can change this main panel into this one. What else? In the server side, there is an output summary part. Still getting it. Let's bring summary up. I tried to bring the content I just put in the render table to render print. Let me bring the whole part.
that summary, are you using the existing variable cars?
Yes, because I'm like loading the file from input. I'm moving everything inside of render table into render print. Hope it can solve the problem. Do you think that will solve the problem? Guys, you should try to think hard. What's going on? Why we are not getting what we want? Nothing showed up. Suggestions? How can we combine two stuff, both work? Make it work?
In UI.
In UI file? What should we put?
In main panel, first one and the second.
This one?
Seems to be some.
Can you tell me what should I put?
The name of the variable. And the
Do we have to pass a variable name back to the UI?
Yes, you need to pass the file
So-
to UI first. So
Context.
we are passing the file 1 to server.
Right, but when we're passing back those two elements that we need to display, the two pieces of data, do we have to define them as some other name because there's two now? Maybe not.
We need, because in this example,
Because when there's one, it just takes what it gets.
in this example, we are printing this part and this part, summary and the table. I feel like the summary is closer to the summary statistic printout. That's why I'm using summary print. Guys, spot the problem. Why it's not working?
Contents and summary. So you need to name in UI you have to use contents and summary.
Contents and summary.
Or summary and contents. That's the names.
Which part?
In UI.
In UI.
Yeah.
Where?
In main panel.
In main panel. What should I put?
First the summary is fine, and then the next one is table output contents. Contents.
Why we're changing this into content?
Because that's the name on the server.r, the variable output
This
string
one?
contents. Yes.
Okay, I see what you mean, but let me uncomment the part here. You're saying we're corresponding this one, content to UI content.
Yeah. But then we have two summaries also.
Two summaries.
In contents we have another summary.
Yes, here is a summary.
Right.
Here we have another summary. This is element of object. This is a function call. So they're different.
But we have the same thing in the next one.
Yes, but you are saying we should only put this part in one of them, right? So which one we should pick? You want to keep the content part, right? Okay, then comment this part out. Still a table, because we are rendering table here. Make sense? We want some comment. We want some text printout. Anyone get the answer? Harrison?
No, I got stuck.
Find a way to debug it. Lori, did you get it? Any clue? You guys know me, I don't give solutions. You have tried. I never just give solution away.
What do you want to do? Do you want to plot or you want the
I want
summary?
the summary statistic of linear regression.
So you want the two, you upload the file and you have also the summary. So you have two tables displayed.
I don't want table. I only want the summary. The summary of linear regression. It's this. So here, the previous table was the summary statistic, but it's a table. I want more information, like summary, linear regression.
Have we defined the columns, like when you just upload it onto that sheet, it just kind of prints everything out?
That's right. So what's the best way to just print everything out?
So I think
Can we
have
just
to,
dump the result into
yeah,
the
we
web
have to
page?
define what the headers are, and then from there, so maybe make it as like a data frame?
No, I want this stuff to print on the web page exactly, instead of convert this into a data table. How can we print the summary? What? Text?
Print element.
So we already get upload part work. We want to find out what is the closest tool we should grab from the shiny tools. I feel like this close tool I like, but the summary doesn't look like what I want. I copy the summary part and pass the file 1 and do a summary here. It doesn't work. So what's the problem? Can we find something closer? Render print should be better than table, right? Because we're not asking for a table. This is what we get so far. We have the statistic, but it's a table.
So you want us to put in a table?
I want you to bring the summary, just like when you do summary, then you have a huge like coefficient, R squared, a lot of information. I want you to print the information instead of table, because table only pick up the coefficient.
Oh, actually, more. You want more stuff.
I want the whole statistics.
Statistics.
And guarantee spot in the advanced session.
I'm just lazy and reuse the existing server. How's it going? Crazy.
Yeah. Maybe we can go down
Because you're going to have to, if we look at the example, I think, so, this, you're going to have to, you actually have to change the name.
I like that.
We're doing this, right? In the old view, in the new.
But yours is very
You need something that's going to fall for someone and you, sir. So that. So in the old one, we have this thing called confidence, right? Render table based on confidence. Well, new one. You need to build ones for output summary and output.
Let me try this one. Okay. So, what's your name? Sonai. So what Sonai did is, he did a linear regression and did a plot linear regression. It gives you the regression fitting. He did the regression first, LM, speed, distance,
Yeah, and then he
parts,
calls
and he wrapped a plot.
Flatting.
Yes. So he was trying to render the plots using render table. Try render plot. So in my slides, I mentioned what are the options, what are the functions you can use. really quickly. So render plot renders render print, render table, render text. Maybe we should try render text. Do you think that will work better than print? It's page 19 on my slides.
Render is the secret.
Render is the secret. So the new art studio, you can change things and see the result right away. It's called representation model. I haven't downloaded the new one yet, but you're supposed to do the same thing like you do in Dreamweaver. You added the TXT file, HTML file, and their output is right there. You have it? You have seen it?
I just downloaded it.
So you
If
have.
I make the change and I refresh my browser, I can say it.
I see.
It's not helping.
I should get a new one. Okay, so something wrong with the render text. Render text expecting environment expression. Visualization.
I mean, you forgot to define on the output.
That's right.
I don't know.
Guys, I need to leave this as homework to you. Yes, because I want to mention a few things, so you can keep learning on your own. So, first, our Shiny also have like tab set. Tab set means you can make several tabs here, like summary, table, plots, make more comprehensive analysis. Also, does this look familiar for you? It's a bootstrap object called data table. Basically, you can click to sort them, and different lines have color highlight. So it come with Bootstrap sync. You can connect Bootstrap to Shiny. Also, after you done certain things, like clean up your data set, like you can make a button to remove missing data, NA, or you can take the maximum, minimum out. After you finish every step, you can offer the download button. The data set will save into a TXT or CSV for you. Also, you also want to check out the button, which can like stop reactive way of fetching result, so the computation cost can be reduced. That's it. That's our intro level. Hope you like it. And can I get some help? I always have the moment of choose. Do you know what does that mean? Mike? Yes. I always have both. Like how much you like tonight's event. Upload or download. Come, Mike, help me. Make pictures. I never get my moment of choose in the past. Because I'm the cameraman. I'm not looking at you. You can tell, choose.
Put up on the wide way.
You can go backward.
Yeah.
And finger.
That's cool.
The wrong white button. Did you see it?
Why is that unlocked? That's
It's here.
all right. Thumbs up or down?
Up or down?
Is there a click?
Mike, you're turning my up to down.
Who knows? I'm used to an Android, so unless this Apple does it silently and doesn't show you anything.
Anyone use the iPhone? I'm sorry.
I was trying the white button on the screen, but that wasn't responding.
Mike, use your vote.
Very good. Or use
Okay,
one on
1,
top.
2, 3. Two hand. Another one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and send me solutions so you can get free meal next time.
Thank you.
Also, if you want to learn more, we're offering the online course on April 1st.
April 1st?
April 1st, online. April 1st. We will teach you how you connect Shiny to Bootstrap, how you can adjust JavaScript to HTML.
Nice meeting you. Are you coming back next time?
Interesting work that you do. I think that's most likely the linear model. We have the season,
See you Sunday.
You know what? What happened was if you step, it's getting harder and harder to catch up. And when I was playing around,
Oh, send you the some simulation one. I want to look into it thoroughly. Okay, I'll think about it for time.
I got so far from that, and it's like 5 minutes.
I'm serious. He's talking about.
So in R, is there like a function
I'm looking to time series package. Search time series R autocorrelation. I have seen that. AUTOCORR. Just autoCORR.
auto call? Oh, okay.
Good night, Vivian.
How do you like it?
I liked it. I
Very
need to spend some more time at home. I really want to use Shiny now for
Eugene is blackmailing me. He said he's waiting for you to make the dashboard.
Yes, this is where I'm going to go.